Good morning.
Good morning.
Madam.
Good morning.
Madam.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, girls. Any questions so far? No. Okay, good. So we're going to yes, okay. To a little yes, okay. We can say abstract chapter, which is going to be yes, okay, chapter 17, which is mainly yes, okay, going to be about yes, okay, what we were called harmonic images. Is that clear? Okay, or like I says, okay, harmonic imaging. Okay, girls. Now, until now, on all yes, okay, the previous chapters, when we refer to yes, okay, we can say yes, okay, the frequency of the transducer. Right, okay. Okay, we might mean yes, okay, just refer to yes, okay, the frequency. Okay. What we will be doing in this chapter is that okay, this frequency actually is going to be referred to as the. Let's do this one. What we will call it okay, the fundamental frequency. Okay. So yes, okay, to understand, yes, okay, what harmonic imaging is, or what harmonics are going to be. Yes, okay. let's just say that we have, okay, it's a fundamental frequency. Now, this fundamental frequency was also what we could call is, okay, the resonance frequency. We could also say, okay, no, you also know that we also call it the main frequency. Did that make sense? Right, okay, so what we so far had referred to as, okay, as a frequency of a transducer. In this chapter, is okay, we just for a short while, is okay, going to refer to that as the fundamental frequency. Okay, which was either as okay the main frequency and or as okay what we also call the resonance frequency of the transducer. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Now, yes, okay, just for the example that we may use, we can say it's okay, a transducer, for instance, yes, okay, has a frequency of, let's say, 3 megahertz. That's the main frequency, that's the fundamental frequency, that is the resonant frequency of the transducer. Clear? So it's okay, may as okay produces a sound wave with a frequency of 3 megahertz. Okay. And as I say, it's okay, this chapter is mostly about it's okay, it's mainly going to be it's okay, harmonic imaging. Okay. Which mainly is okay, now we'll actually it's okay, need something that we will call a, because it's okay, a harmonic frequency. Okay, so for harmonic imaging, we actually it's okay, we'll need a frequency which is going to be referred to as a harmonic frequency. Is that clear?
Yeah.
So what a harmonic?
Sorry, is it different from the fundamental frequency?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. What's the difference, ladies? It's straightforward. It's not really as okay. So we can actually say it's okay, your harmonic frequency is me, it's okay, just going to be, we can say, twice your fundamental frequency. Right? So in this case, yes, okay, for fundamental frequency, what remain is okay, just I call yes, okay, the main frequency of transducer was 3 megahertz. Now you multiply that by 2 or you double that. Well, okay, that means going to be that okay, cause that okay, as your fundamental frequency would be 6 megahertz. Is that clear?
Yes.
Clear? Then you can say, okay, you may ask, what if the fundamental frequency, for instance, okay, was 4 megahertz? Well, okay, my dear, if it was 4 megahertz, that means, okay, that's going to be doubled. And in that case, it's okay, your harmonic frequency would be 8 megahertz. And so on. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. Because yes, okay, what we actually is okay will be using is okay, what we can call is okay, this frequency here too, or the harmonic frequency. That is actually is okay going to lead to, because that's okay, the production of what we refer to as harmonic imaging. Okay. So later on today, that's okay, we may actually, it's okay, talk a little bit about that's okay, how it's okay, the fundamental frequency gets or becomes that's okay, what you want to call that's okay, harmonic frequency. Okay, goals. So just remember this much, that okay, yes, a harmonic frequency is going to be twice the fundamental frequency. Clear? Okay. So we can read this, okay, for this and say is okay that. Sorry. Your harmonic frequency is going to be equal to twice the fundamental frequency. Clear? Which mainly is okay, also will mean that okay, yes, that okay, the fundamental frequency is going to be equal to half the harmonic frequency. Is that clear?
Yeah.
So as far as okay, as harmonics is considered, okay, because okay, the harmonic is okay, that's okay as a whole concept of its own. So one thing about is okay, harmonics is, or okay, we already said okay, yes, is going to be equal to is okay, twice the fundamental. Yep. Is that clear?
Yes. It is.
Okay. Okay, girls. Now we can mainly as okay, then say as okay, if we do it this way and say that fundamental, no, not fundamental, sorry. Harmonic frequency will actually is okay lead to what we call harmonic imaging. Okay. And as far as harmonic imaging is concerned, we have two types of harmonic images, or two types of mechanisms of harmonic imaging. One is going to be as okay, what we will call tissue harmonics. Okay. Now when we say it's okay, harmonics, what does that mean? That means it's okay, that's going to mean that okay, it's going to be a form of harmonic imaging. What do we need for harmonic imaging? Yes, okay, we will need a harmonic frequency. What the blue is a harmonic frequency? It's going to be a frequency which will be twice the fundamental frequency. What is the fundamental frequency? That's going to be as okay, the main frequency of your transducer. But as far as okay, yes, harmonic imaging is concerned, yes, okay, we can say it's okay that there are going to be as okay two subtypes of harmonic imaging. One is going to be as okay tissue harmonics. The other one is going to be contrast harmonics. Okay. So we have two types of harmonic imaging. One is going to be tissue harmonics, the other one will be contrast harmonics. Did you guys get that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, girls, tissue harmonics. Well, okay, what we actually say is okay, the tissue harmonics is okay that develops during transmission. So tissue harmonics is mainly going to is okay develop during transmission. What do we mean by transmission? That will mainly be as okay as the sound wave is traveling as okay from transducer toward as okay through tissues. Clear? Okay, so that is actually as okay during which tissue harmonics will develop. And we can mean that okay, the main as okay discussion that we will have today is the ways in which it's okay tissue harmonics develop, which is mainly going to happen during transmission. Is that clear, girls?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Now, as far as okay, as your contrast harmonics is concerned. Now, contrast harmonics, well, okay, yes, we can say okay that these develops during reception. Oh no, let's say reception, let's say reflection. That's probably going to be involved. What will be a reflection? Well, we can maybe say it's okay, that's going to be it's okay when it's okay, the sound wave travels from the tissue to the reflex, to the what you want to call it, yes, okay, back to the transducer. So during this journey, yes, okay, that's when you will see that, okay, I mean, you will see that your contrast harmonics will be developing. Okay. Any questions so far?
For the contrast harmonics, so that only happens like during reflection only?
No, we will mainly say that, okay, as it develops during reflection.
Okay.
Okay, so it's going to just okay develop during reflection.
Okay, thank you.
No problem, yeah. Okay. So does anybody have any questions about any of this? Any questions? And just keep in mind that, okay, yes, your harmonic frequency, as we call it, yes, okay, may also be known as the second harmonic frequency. Okay, no, I cheat. No, it's okay. You can say it's okay. I cheat to remember. It's okay. Second harmonic frequency is that okay? Yes. Second here, yes. Okay. Okay, twice. Okay, girls. Now, when we say harmonics, pretty much okay, irrespective of okay, as whether we say it's okay, tissue harmonics or contrast harmonics. Okay, now we already have okay, as clarified as okay, one characteristic was that okay, as it was going to be as okay twice. Harmonics as okay, as far okay, we say frequency was going to be as okay twice your fundamental frequency. Is that clear? Now, what the harmonics are going to just okay possess or display is that it's going to just okay display some certain or specific characteristics. Okay, one thing that harmonics are going to be is what we'll call display. What we can say is okay, will be a non-linear behavior. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, so this is probably going to be because that's okay, the main characteristic that we'll be discussing about when we talk about it's okay, harmonics, whether that's tissue harmonics and or contrast harmonics. Is going to be as okay that it displays non-linear behavior. Okay, and the different yes, okay, ways in which okay, yes, it displays non-linear behavior, that's going to be as okay, be our main discussion. Another thing is going to mainly be that okay, yes, what we also will see in harmonics is that it's going to be as okay. We can say as okay, we can put it as either be as okay, distortion free. Or what we may say as okay, free from distortion. Yeah. Okay. Now, some of you will then ask, then Mike, what the is distortion? And we can mainly say that, okay, a distortion, that's mean that's okay. We can say, okay, will be as okay, a form of loss of energy. From the beam. So that's when you specifically as okay, get to as okay, ultrasound related distortion. Otherwise, distortion means it's okay, we just have meant that okay, yes. That whatever thing we are talking about, it's okay, actually it's okay, changes its form or changes its capacity. Okay, by here is okay, when we talk about distortion, is going to be as okay, loss of energy. So when we say that, okay, your harmonics are going to as okay, be distortion free or free from distortion, that would mean yes, okay, that there's going to yes, okay, that okay, yes, of an ultrasound beam or harmonic ultrasound beam, there's going to be no loss of energy. From the beam. And this is a prime, yes, okay, what we can say is okay, is we can say is okay, the major plus point of harmonic imaging is mainly yes, okay, because of it being distortion free. That's actually it's okay, because it's going to be it's okay, a plus point of harmonic imaging. Because okay, due to that, yes, okay, we can say harmonic imaging. Images are more free from artifacts. Because what we will see is that okay, at this distortion, it's okay, that the distortion here is actually it's okay, will lead to it's okay, loss of energy. Also, it's okay, it's going to it's okay, produce artifacts. So if you have a mechanism which is going to it's okay, be free from distortion, which means free from loss of energy. Okay, that would actually mean that it'll be as okay, relatively as okay, less likely to have as okay artifacts that are produced due to as okay distortion or loss of energy, primarily as okay from the beam. Did you guys get that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, does anybody have any questions?
I have a question.
Okay.
So with the harmonics, like artifact doesn't happen unless there's distortion.
Do you mind to repeat your question there?
So like with harmonics, the
Mhm.
artifact, it doesn't happen unless there's distortion in the beam.
But you can say it's okay, that's the benefit of harmonics is that they're going to be free from distortion.
Okay.
Clear? Okay. And due to that, that's why it's okay. We can mean it as okay. It will be more likely as okay that harmonic imaging due to harmonics is going to just okay be free from the artifacts. That's okay because they got artifact free. Especially as okay artifacts that were produced as a result of distortion.
Mm.
Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So two main things that's going to be as okay relevant when we talk of harmonics. First of all, yes, okay, no question about it. I hope everybody's clear by that now. That okay, yes, harmonic or harmonic imaging is going to just okay be produced as a result of harmonic frequencies, which will be twice your fundamental frequency. Okay, what fundamental frequency is or was is what we mean as okay just until now. In all our previous chapters have been referring to as okay the frequency. Or we can say as okay the frequency of the transducer, not your PRF. Okay, girls? Not your PRF or pulse repetition frequency. Not your frame rate. The frequency. So a frequency which is going to be twice that of the fundamental frequency is going to be a harmonic frequency. That harmonic frequency is going to okay produce what we will call, or what we get as a result of okay as using a harmonic frequency to produce images is going to be as okay what we will call harmonic imaging. Did that make sense? Okay, but yes, okay, some other characteristics of your harmonics. Okay, some other characteristics of your harmonics, which are going to yes, okay play, because it's okay a more okay important role is going to be as okay primarily to be that okay harmonic display is okay what you would call as okay a non-linear behavior. Okay, and this one here is okay, that's the main thing that we will okay be talking about. Primarily is okay when we talk about the different harmonics. Another thing about harmonics is that okay, as they are also going to it's okay be distortion free or free from distortion. Where distortion means yes, okay, just meant loss of energy. Yes, okay, loss of energy, yes, okay. In all cases, yes, okay, for ultrasound, we may yes, okay, say yes, okay, the loss of energy is okay from the beam. Clear? Okay, so pretty much because okay, in harmonics, we don't have that loss of energy from the beam. That's going to call that okay, yes, your harmonic image, which is produced as a result of this okay harmonics, or we can say a harmonic frequency, is going to just okay be free from the possible artifacts that could have been produced as a result of distortion, where distortion was okay loss of energy, specifically as again ultrasound you say okay loss of energy from the beam. Okay. But we can mainly says okay the main plus point of harmonic imaging here is going to be as okay that they will be okay free from artifacts. You ladies get that?
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions? Does anybody have any questions?
No, not right now.
No.
Okay. Now, goals we mean that's okay. Going to first talk a bit about is okay. What do you mean by being non-linear? We can say it's okay behavior. Now, just to understand, it's okay what a non-linear behavior is going to be. Let's just say, well, okay, what the hell is a linear behavior? Yeah, now we can mainly say it's okay that this linear behavior here that's going to be it's okay. We can say it's okay proportional. Or yes, okay, we can say that will be yes, okay, symmetrical behavior. Which okay, yes, if for instance, okay, if drafted on a graph, because we can say it's okay that that's going to be it's okay a proportional relationship. If that proportional relationship between yes, okay, two factors or two parameters or two whatsoever, if that is going to yes, okay, be drafted on a graph, it is going to be as okay a straight line, and that's why we can say okay that there was a linear behavior. Did that make sense? So you can say okay now just for an example. It may be a crazy example, but you can say as okay. Number of cookies eaten. And here we say it's okay per day, days. Now we can mainly say okay if the person here that we are talking about is okay, we can say it's okay eats a fixed number of cookies daily. Clear? Okay. But as yes, okay, then count the days. You say, well, okay, how many cookies is it that he has eaten? Well, okay, since the number of cookies that he eats on a daily basis is fixed, now when you draft a line between these two, that's going to pretty much okay be a straight line like this. Did that make sense? Where it says okay for day one, yes, okay. Well, let's say it's okay, he eats 5 cookies, which means you'll mean that okay for day 2, that will be 10 cookies. Because then for day 3, yes, okay, it will be 15 cookies. Like that, right? And so on. Why? Because yes, okay, there was a fixed proportion between yes, okay, the two parameters that we drafted on a graph. And since of that fixed proportion, that's why okay, this is yes, okay, we can say that will display a linear behavior. Did that make sense?
So it's linear Because it's fixed.
Proportions.
No.
Yeah, you can put it that way. But when you draw a graph, you can say after 20 days, oh, that's okay. After 4 days, that's okay. You would have been eaten 20 cookies, right? Or 25 after 25 days, okay. 5 days, that's okay. You would have eaten 25 cookies. Did that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So mainly because that's okay, that was okay, it's okay, so it's okay, a fixed proportion between yes, okay, the two things that we yes, okay, drafted here. That's why he says, okay, yes, the cookies of that's okay, the number of cookies eaten over as okay, a course of days is going to be fixed. Or yes, okay, it's going to yes, okay, display a linear behavior. Clear? The reason that we call it linear behavior is, what does linear mean?
Like a line.
Or changing to a line. So yes, okay, what is that? What is it that our graph is? It's a straight line. That makes sense. And that's me is okay because okay, we says okay. How many cookies has the person eaten so far? As we count the days. And as we says, okay, that okay, if he explains this, okay, eat a fixed number of cookies per day, which is okay, or 5 cookies. So on day 1, he ate 5 cookies. After 10 days, he had eaten 10 cookies, or 2 days, he had eaten 10 cookies, 3 days, 15 cookies, 4 days, 20 cookies, 5 days, 25 cookies, and so on. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
So the graph that we get here is going to be a straight line. Which mean that, okay, this would be a linear behavior, or we can call it, okay, a proportional behavior. Or it's okay, symmetrical. Did you get that?
Yeah.
Good. Whereas ladies, that's okay. On the other hand, we can say, okay, well, we are non-linear behavior. No, we can mean it says, okay, that's going to be okay, irregular. Or just unlike, yes, okay, being proportional here is going to be, it's okay, disproportional. Or we may even see as okay, can it's okay be unpredictable. Or we can, it's okay, just to do, yes, okay, we can say it's okay, we take, okay, it's the same. We take the relationship between the same 2 factors. Days and we can say okay here it's okay, we can say okay the number of cookies eat. Yeah, okay, that's okay, total number of cookies. Clear? But it's going to just okay now become a non-linear behavior. Because okay, we can actually say it's okay that there's not going to be it's okay fixed relationship between it's okay, we can say okay the days and now it's okay the number of cookies that the person eats on a daily basis, which we previously had okay, well, okay, 5 cookies. For the first day, it's okay, this person may not get any cookies. He or she was in a timeout. Then okay, yes. The second day, yes, okay, he is okay, enters a bakery and go bananas. He then okay, I have a stomach ache. So that's okay. For the following day, he only eats 5 cookies. He sees the doctor tells him, well, okay, yes, you will not be eating cookies for 2 days. He's invited to his best friend's wedding or birthday or whatever. And he's the cookie monster. He can't stand it. So what do you see here? Well, okay, yes, when we yes, okay, look at this. This is there's no way that this here is a linear behavior, right? Because okay, some days okay, he eat a lot of cookies or many cookies. Some days okay, he don't eat any cookies at all. Someday he may be as okay. That's okay. Because that's okay, rational. And okay, as at some days okay, he was completely irrational. Pretty much okay, killed the birthday party. But we can mainly says okay, when we plot a relationship, or when we plot a graph between as okay 2 parameters, where we can say okay, one of them is going to as okay display a non-linear behavior. Yes, okay, you will not get a graph like this, but you may get a graph that is okay, can go like this. You may get a graph that goes like this and then all of a sudden like this, whatever. Clear? Okay. Or you may get a graph that goes okay, yes, like this. It is still non-linear. Right? That you don't really know, yes, okay, what's going to yes, okay, happen. How many cookies is this dude going to eat today? He may say, no, thank you, I'm good. He may yes, okay, go into okay, complete destruction mode. Did that make sense? So whenever yes, okay, something yes, okay, displays a non-linear behavior, you can mainly say, okay, when we draft that on a graph, it's not going to be as okay a straight line like this, which would be had it being as okay a linear behavior. Did that make sense? You can mainly says okay, as your graph is going to it's okay be irregular, or it's going to it's okay be disproportional. or yes, okay, unpredictable. Did that make sense?
Yes, it did.
So one of the, we can say, is okay, major characteristics that your harmonics will display is that they're going to just, okay, display what we'll call a non-linear behavior. Did you girls get that?
Yes.
Any questions? Yes, ladies. Does anybody have any questions?
No.
Okay. Just okay, yes. A brief review. Frequency of transducer overraying, yes, okay, what we in this chapter we refer to as the fundamental frequency. Okay, previously as okay, we call it resonant frequency, we call the main frequency. Clear? Okay. So that's just going to be considered okay, a regular imaging. Clear? Whereas, okay, yes, there's something that we call a harmonic frequency. Okay, that's going to be something that we will call a harmonic frequency, which is just going to be okay, a frequency that will be twice the fundamental frequency. And what that harmonic frequency will produce is going to be a harmonic image. Or we can say, okay, the image that we get from as okay, a harmonic frequency, which is twice the fundamental frequency, will be a harmonic image. So we can put it this way that okay, yes, that our harmonic frequency is equal to twice or double your harmonic or fundamental frequency. Which mainly is okay, just makes your fundamental frequency half of the harmonic frequency. Did you girls get that? Right, okay. Now we just said, well, harmonic frequency is okay, is going to just okay, produce what we'll call is okay, harmonic imaging. As far as harmonic images is concerned, it's okay, they're going to be it's okay, two kinds of harmonic images or imaging methods, if you want to put it that way. One is the tissue harmonics, other is going to be it's okay, contrast harmonics. Now, for now, just remember this much, that your tissue harmonics develops during transmission. What do we mean by transmission? we can mainly say as okay, where that's going to be as okay during the time as okay during the phase where the sound wave is okay is being transmitted from the frequency is okay through the tissues. That's during which yes okay your tissue harmonics will develop. So yes, okay, this development, yes, okay, we'll talk more about that today. Okay, just give me a sec. Okay, girls, just give me a sec, okay? Okay, so, sorry, girls. Okay. Okay. So girls, please, yes, okay, develops. So this development here is okay, that's mainly yes, okay, what our main discussion will be about. Okay, but the tissue harmonics is okay, that's going to develop during the transmission. What is the transmission is okay as the sound wave leaves the transducer and is okay, travels through the tissues. That's where is okay, the tissue harmonics. Where we can say, okay, we can say, okay, form is okay, the tissue harmonic image is going to be produced. Yeah. Where, okay, the other one was going to be, okay, what we call contrast harmonics. Okay, and contrast harmonics just that develops during reflection. What is reflection? You can mean it as okay, that's going to be okay, the phase during which is okay, sound waves return back to the transducer. Right, okay. From where? That's okay. Primarily as okay, the tissues, but as okay, since as okay, we say it contrast harmonics. Agent. Reflects off from okay as a tissue containing as okay a contrast agent, which is going to develop what we can call produce contrast harmonics, which will give us okay as a contrast image. Is that clear? Right. Okay. We say yes. Okay. Besides being twice the fundamental frequency, yes, okay, harmonics also, yes, okay, display two other characteristics, nonlinear behavior, and okay, yes, they were going to be as okay, distortion free. Clear? But we may say that okay, as a nonlinear behavior was okay, as mainly as okay, if we that because that's okay, was going to be as okay, improportionate. Or okay, if we develop as okay, if we draw this okay, the relationship. Or as okay, a graph of okay, as two relationships, which are okay, as where one of them or both of them are showing us okay, nonlinear behaviors. The graph may be like this. As this would have been if there was a linear behavior. Second is that okay, it's going to be distortion free. Distortion just means as okay, a form of loss of energy. In our case, there's going to be as okay, form of loss of energy from the beam. And one of the main reasons is okay, why we may use harmonics is mainly because okay, it is distortion free, it reduces the production of artifacts that are produced as a result of distortion. Is that clear, girls?
Yes.
Okay. So first, there's okay. we would need to know, yes, okay, what a non-linear behavior is. Clear? Okay. So you can say, okay, that's going to just okay, make okay, it's an irregular graph, it's going to just okay, be disproportionate. Or as okay, as we also said, it's okay, it was unpredictable. Whereas over here, it's okay, since it was a linear behavior, we would know that, okay, yes, every day, yes, okay, when this person comes, we should have 5 cookies already. We can even, yes, okay, prepare those cookies ahead of time and say, okay, I say, okay, here's the cookies that he or she is going to just, okay, be eating in a month, because he or she is, okay, eats 5 cookies. So in a month, just, okay, we will just prepare, okay, 150 cookies. If you can prepare them on a daily basis, so, okay, 5 fresh cookies every day. Right? Or we can just, okay, prepare for us, okay, for the whole month and say, well, okay, yes, 150 cookies because it's okay, the person eats 5 cookies a day. So 30 days in a month. Yep. That's the dose for a month. Yeah, you could even say yes, okay. Because you can say it's okay. If you ate, okay, it's a fixed number of cookies per day. 5. And it's okay, as I just draft a graph of okay, as cookies eaten on a daily basis. It's 5 cookies every day. Even this, yes, okay, would still be as okay a linear behavior. That means yes, okay, was okay, yes, x-axis means yes, okay, just indicates, oh, sorry, the y-axis means yes, okay, it indicates number of cookies eaten daily. So that's okay. If that is, for instance, fixed, that's okay. You say, okay, it's 5 cookies a day. On day 1, on day 2, on day 3, on day 4, on day 5, on day 6. That makes it linear. Where, okay, if it goes like this, and it says, okay, number of cookies eaten daily. And okay, as it keeps on changing. Like this. Then that would still have been okay as a non-linear behavior. Although you may say, well, okay, well, doesn't it still increase as okay from day to day to day to day? Or you can still say it's okay that okay, yes, it is not a straight line. The line means okay, go more like this, and then all of a sudden up. Yeah, so for it to be linear, yes, okay, it gotta be as okay a straight line. Whether it's a straight line like this, or whether it was okay as a straight line like this. Or even yes, okay, if it was a straight line like this. Maybe just says okay, that would have been as okay if the relationship was inversely proportional. And we could also say okay, reciprocal. But please, ladies, that's okay. Make sure that you know that's okay what it means to be non-linear. Any questions? Any question, girls? Okay. Now just take a short, should we say it's okay, 10, 15 minutes, read on the first 3 pages. And when we come back, yes, okay, we will go specifically, yes, okay, to the meat of tissue harmonics. Okay. Okay. So I'll see you 10:30. Okay, welcome back, girls. Now, does anybody have any questions? Yes, girls, any questions?
No.
Tissue harmonics. And what we already said was that, okay, yes, tissue harmonics develops during transmission. Just a second. Okay, sorry, ladies. Just give me 1 second, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, go. Sorry. Oh, welcome back. Okay, go. So what we said was that harmonics have nonlinear behavior. Okay. Now, mainly as okay, say, well, okay, we will talk about is okay, these nonlinear behaviors here in 2-3 contexts. One nonlinear behavior is going to be, because there's like a nonlinear behavior in the propagation speed. Is that clear? Now, when we first said, okay, yes, propagation of sound wave. What did propagation mean? That, okay, yes, if the sound wave started from here, it will travel ahead. Now, what we said about, yes, okay, how, yes, okay, sound wave traveled. It was mainly, yes, okay, going to be, yes, okay, that phasic compression and rarefaction of the particles. Did you guys recall that?
Yes.
Right, okay. When it really says, okay, compression, that was mean that's okay, where two particles were closer together. Whereas, okay, rarefaction, that was when, yes, okay, two particles were farther away from one another. And what we actually is okay found out, or what we actually is okay see is that, okay, yes, that there's going to be is okay non-linear behavior of the propagation speed, which mainly will mean that, okay, yes, the speed of propagation of sound is not going to be linear, or is not going to be the same during compression and rarefaction. Now, what is it we mean? Yes, okay, having compression. It goes when we say compression, yes, okay, we can mean that's okay, that was prime, yes, okay, when the particles were closer to one another, right? Is that clear? Okay. But we mainly as okay, how during compression is that there's going to be as okay an increased, or I guess it's okay, greater particle motion. Another thing that we will have as okay during compression is that there's going to be as okay, because it's okay, greater pressure. Between the particles. Or we can say, okay, one particle will apply, okay, it's a greater pressure on the other particle during compression. And we can also say it's okay that there's going to be it's okay a greater density of particles if they are compressed. Right. But as okay, as far as the nonlinear behavior, it's okay, and the propagation speed is concerned is, well, okay, during compression, that there's okay, we can mean it says okay that the sound is going to just okay travel at a greater speed. Okay. Why is okay during rarefaction? And what was it that rarefaction was? You can mean it says okay, it's okay where particles, okay, the stage or phase when the particles were. We can say okay, far away from one another. Oh, it's okay that there was a greater distance between the particles. And actually, it's okay during the refraction. That's where that actually is okay will be as okay, lower degree of particle motion. We can also say as okay during as okay the phase of okay as propagation of sound wave. That's going to be as okay the phase where that's going to be as okay a lower pressure. And that's why it's okay, you can see it's okay that there'll be as okay a lower density. Is that clear? But we actually can say okay during the refraction that's going to be as okay where okay relatively as okay the propagation speed will be lower. So your propagation speed shows nonlinear behavior, which may mean that okay, the speed at which it propagates is not going to be the same if the particles are compressed as it was as the particles were rarefied. But mainly because okay, it is not constant, it's not the same in compression and rarefaction. That's why you can say it's okay, your propagation speed, yes, okay, displays a non-linear behavior. Did that make sense?
Yes.
So we can say it's okay if we say it's okay during compression, for instance. This was your propagation speed. Whereas okay, as during rarefaction, it goes like this. Then we go as okay compression. Then rarefaction. Maybe we could say as okay, it would have been linear had your graph been like this. Then we could say as okay, compression. And then now maybe it's okay, just the difference in the densities here, for instance, primarily. Where we can actually say, okay, at what phase will this okay that be as okay a max amplitude or greater amplitude of the sound wave is going to be as okay during compression, whereas okay there will be a lower amplitude during rarefaction. Yep. Primarily, that's okay due to it's okay greater density, lesser density. Or we can say it's okay more pressure and lesser pressure. Because what was it? The pressure, for instance, was and anybody tell me what pressure was? And anybody see anything about pressure?
It was one of the acoustic variables.
Okay. That at least is something good. What was the unit for pressure?
Pascal,
Pascal.
Pascal. Okay, good.
Pressure is it like a force?
Mhm.
That's all I remember.
Okay. It was concentration of force per area, right?
Yes.
Ladies, the basics. Chapter number 2. But girls, okay. Just keep this non-linear behavior here in mind. Right? That's just okay. The propagation speed is going to be as okay, not drastically different, but it's okay, that's going to be as okay, a slight difference in the propagation speed. Or depending upon it's okay when there's okay, the particles were compressed or rarefied. Yeah. Maybe we just can say it's okay that the compression or during compression it's okay, that's where okay, yes, the propagation speed is going to be greater and during rarefaction is going to be lesser. Clear? Okay. So mainly because okay, because it's okay that the propagation speed would not have had okay that linear behavior, but actually that's okay will be yes okay. Because that's okay during compression, go up, and that's okay during rarefaction, be lower. So that was okay as a non-linear behavior. Okay. Okay. And that will slightly as okay increase your harmonics as the sound wave travels through the tissues. So when we say that, okay, yes, it develops during transmission. I mean, it means that, okay, yes, slightly more and more and more and more energy from yes, okay, from wave to wave to wave to wave to wave. Or as that's okay, that wave travels deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Actually, that's okay, will increase what will develop, become your tissue harmonics. So here it can be, it says, okay, that developing during transmission may mean that, okay, as the tissue harmonics, let's say it's okay, increases as, yes, okay, sound wave is being transmitted. Okay. But your propagation speed, ladies, is going to be as okay. And pretty much okay, it's the same thing here. That okay, has lesser speed during rarefaction, greater speed during compression. Did that make sense? So this is okay. Propagation speed here is also as okay, going to be as okay. We can say it become relevant. Oh, it's okay for contrast harmonics. Okay. So that was, you can say that's okay, non-linear behavior. Number one. Oh, yes, okay, non-linear behavior of the propagation speed, all dependent upon whether the particles were compressed or rarefied. Did you girls get that?
Yes.
Good. Now another thing, and we can make it okay. Still, it's okay, emphasizing that okay, as tissue harmonics develops during transmission. And we will say it's okay that they develop during transmission. Now, mainly we mean that okay, yes, in beginning of transmission. You say it's okay that there will be no harmonics. Yeah. Then okay, yes. Deeper in transmission, that's where we will have harmonics. Whereas okay, we also said that okay, as it had a non-linear behavior. So what we mainly can say is okay, is going to is okay at deepest depth. Again, yes, okay. No harmonics. Okay, girls. Now, what I would like you ladies to do is, well, okay, open your books and look on to figure 17.6. Clear? Now, what is it that we see? Well, okay, we'll see a graph, and okay, what we actually is okay, but and I'm saying okay that this graph here, the graph here is okay, actually is okay, will give us okay a display a non-linear behavior. Areas okay of the development of tissue harmonics. Behaviors okay along the x-axis. See depth. Is that clear? Whereas okay along the x-axis, y-axis, sorry, we see as okay harmonic strength. Where we can say it's okay, which is going to be as okay the strength of the harmonics. Now, when we say strength, what would that mean? Okay, that can also indirectly as okay mean power. That can mean as okay the intensity. And yes, okay, that can mean the amplitude. Right? Of your harmonics. Which harmonics here is okay is going to be as okay the tissue harmonics. Which you mainly say as okay develops during transmission. Which mainly mean that okay, as we go deeper and deeper and deeper, that's okay, we will have greater power, intensity, and amplitude. Okay. But this development is still not going to be as okay linear. Because my dear girls, had it been linear, had it, for instance, okay, being a linear behavior, because mainly says, okay, as the depth increases, the strength of the harmonics or had, okay, linearly increased. Did that make sense? So as okay, had our graph been like this, as okay, because as okay, that would have been the case that okay, as if there was a linear relationship between the strength of the harmonics and the depth. Here you guys can say as okay, just for an example, as okay, this will be 0 centimeters. You can say as okay, 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter, 4 centimeter, 5 centimeter, 6 centimeter, 7 centimeter. Just give me a sec, ladies. Okay, girls, sorry. Okay, so we can mainly say that, okay, yes. If we drafted a graph between, yes, okay, we can say it's okay. Depth of image. And yes, okay. Strength and amplitude of the harmonics, and had that been linear, your line would have been like this. Clear? Which mainly would have meant that yes, okay, as the depth increases, that would have been okay as an even, and yes, okay, had an increase in the harmonics. Even if it had been like this, because okay, what we know is that okay, yes, as depth increases, that's okay, intensity, power, and amplitude decreases. Okay, so even as okay, this is okay, this line here would have been a linear here because it's a straight line. Is that clear? But what we know about harmonics is, and that's pretty much okay as what we will talk about, is that okay as they are non-linear. Is that clear? Okay. Clear. And what we actually is okay, are going to yes, okay, see now is that okay, yes, your tissue harmonics, which we say is okay, developed during yes, okay, transmission. Yeah, we can mean it as okay, now transmission, that is actually as okay as we go at greater and greater and greater depths. But even yes, okay, that development itself, my dear girls, is still going to yes, okay, be non-linear. So what would that mean? That would mainly mean that okay, yes, at very shallow depths, or we can say okay, at the superficial depths, what is that we have? Yes, okay, we can say it's okay, that's the power or amplitude of your harmonics is going to be as okay at its lowest. Did that make sense? Then, once your harmonics, yes, okay, you can say it's okay, start to develop. It's not going to be as okay, a straight line like this, but it's rather going to be as okay. Did that make sense?
So at a shallow depth, you'll have less.
No harmonics.
Okay.
Because the strength of your harmonics is going to be as okay, 0.
Okay.
Does that make sense? What I mean is, okay, I'm just okay, trying to just, okay, reproduce here is, okay, as what you see in, okay, as figure 17.6. You will find that on page 300, okay, 273. Did that make sense?
Yes, it did.
Clear? Okay. So yes, okay, because okay, what I said is okay, or these turquoise lines, yes, okay. That would have, yes, okay, you can say, okay, that could have been, yes, okay, the graph of, that's okay, your harmonics, had they been linear. Okay, we can say, okay, the strength of the harmonics is, okay, related to the depth. If that had been, yes, okay, had displayed a linear behavior, as okay, you would have got a graph like this, or a graph like this. But since it is non-linear, even yes, okay, in its development, that's why we said, okay, that's why it's okay, at very shallow depths. At very shallow depths, just okay, we have no harmonics. Right? Mainly because, okay, as okay, harmonics developed during transmission. So here it's okay, we can say, okay, your harmonics are not developed yet. So since something is not developed yet, okay, its strength is not going to be built up. Clear? Okay. And that's going to be as okay at the shallow depths. Now you can say, okay, once it starts to develop, it's not going to be a linear development. Because, okay, if you said, okay, that, okay, had it said, once it starts to develop, yes, okay, if that had been linear, you could say, okay, it would still have been like this. But it's okay, it is a non-linear development. Which then also, in this case, will mean that, okay, all of a sudden it's going to, it's okay, go zoop. So it can mean says, okay, that, okay, in deeper tissue, is okay, that's where we have the harmonics, that we can say, okay, yes, okay, certainly develops. Clear? Because, okay, all of a sudden, yes, okay, there's a drastic increase in the strength of your harmonics. And it actually is, okay, going to be this increased strength of the harmonics here that's going to, yes, okay, produce what we will call, yes, okay, the harmonic image. Or we actually, okay, we'll see the effect of the harmonics in this area here. Okay. Where we can then say, yes, okay, now here we go to, yes, okay, and take the nonlinear behavior to, yes, okay, to a whole different level. Because what's going to happen next is that, okay, as the sound then travels deeper, it's going to just, okay, die out like this. Everything is okay, you can see it's okay. Let's take a look. Maybe again it's okay at very deep depths. See that it's okay, the strength of the harmonics is again lost. Is that clear?
So the strength of the harmonics will go back to zero?
Yeah.
Okay.
Back to zero, back to, yes, okay, something which is, okay, yes, close to zero. So we can say that, okay, as develops during transmission. Yes, okay, that thing is obvious. It's okay if we as okay look at the green or red versus the light green, right? Yeah. That makes sense. But it's not going to be that, okay, it's going to just, okay, continue up. But it's okay, at some point, it's okay, it's going to just, okay, well, we can say it's okay to reach a climax or a peak or the strength of your harmonics. Okay. After which, as okay, it's just going to just, okay, be as okay, even more non-linear because it will start to decrease. Because it says, okay, a non-linear linear behavior had been, if you went like this, or if you went like this, or even if you said, okay, well, okay, something like this. Okay, all these would have been as okay examples of linear behavior. Did that make sense? But your tissue harmonics are okay, they're harmonics. So when we say harmonics, they are going to be displaying a non-linear behavior. Very main, you can say is okay that okay, as we know that okay, they develop during transmission. So it's okay for me, it's okay, it just happens as okay at the shallower depth as okay, they may as okay start just okay build up. But you still don't have as okay harmonics which are strong enough to produce tissue harmonics. So pretty much okay, as at shallow depths or at superficial depths, there is no harmonics. Did that make sense? Did that make sense? Once yes, okay, they start to develop, it's going to be as okay, a pretty as okay non-linear behavior of development because it's not going to be as okay a steady slope, but rather as okay, what you see here in the light green. Clear? And even as okay, if you say it's okay, when it comes to the decline, it's not going to be as okay linear either because it's okay, you can say a linear decline could have been okay as something like this. That's not where it goes. It's just okay, just going to okay, all of a sudden, yes, okay, just yes, okay, down the slope. Did that make sense?
Yes.
Clear? Okay. So, ladies, because it's okay at the beginning of the image, or beginning of the transmit, or at superficial depths, there is no harmonics. The harmonics develop okay as at deeper depths. Yeah, okay, as at the greatest depth, that's where we just okay don't have harmonics again. Did that make sense? Did that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, girls. Now, Bicamini says, okay, a benefit of the harmonics is going to be that, okay, harmonics also is going to okay, increase your signal to noise ratio. If you look at page 276 or 273, sorry, your second paragraph, the paragraph that starts with, okay, yes, tissue harmonic signals do not exist at extremely superficial depths. We just talked about that here. Clear? They develop at deeper depths. Okay. Now, because they do not exist at superficial depths. Okay. Harmonic signals do not distort. In essence, harmonics get a free ride through the superficial tissue, thereby remaining distortion-free with less noise. Now, just look at the following sentence. It says, the use of harmonics increases the signal to noise reaction or ratio, sorry, which may mean that here, due to the increased strength of the harmonics, that may mean that as there will be a great increase in the signal to noise ratio. That you mean that's will have more noise signal, and it's lesser noise. Did that make sense? So girls, just just look at the two pictures in 17.7. And we have some noise in the background that needs to get out. Now, as you have two images. Now, this for instance, was the top one where they say it's fundamental image. Clear? Okay. Now, what you may see is here, for instance. You see this area. And right underneath the now, I'm just going to just make that as color. But you may see as the white dots. So this was a fundamental image where we say it's it is fundamental mainly because it is not harmonic. Is that clear? Now, what you also may see as that this area here is as appearing as where you can say it's a little bit foggy. When you compare that to to the picture at the bottom, same structure, same everything being scanned, but this one here is being a harmonic image. Yeah, we already know that as superficially go at superficial depths. In both images here, there's going to be no harmonics. But as when we use the harmonics, and what we said was that as one of the benefits or the use of harmonics increases the signal to noise ratio. Where we can mean is and as we talked about it on the previous image here, that this is the areas where we have harmonics. This was superficial. Because that's this is the areas where we have harmonics. In the image. where that was okay. As a result of that, that was going to okay be an increased signal to noise ratio. So in this image here is okay, we can mean it says okay, now our image is okay, noise was displayed in two ways or two colors, or we can just okay make it one color. So do that and say as okay, your noise is what is displayed as yellow. Where you within is okay, the structure here, see that okay, as it is more foggy when you get that structure here. You see it is more clear. Okay. You also can say it's okay, the noise that we had, for instance, okay, here is disappeared here. Clear. And that is meaning it's okay, you can say it's okay as a result of us that's okay having. It's okay, the harmonics. And let's say it's okay, this step here. Or we can say it's okay, greatest strength of harmonics, which will become yes, okay, the signals. But what we also said, okay, that harmonics is going to just okay increase the signal to noise ratio, which means more production of signal and okay, as less production of noise. Or as a matter of fact, here, the greater the harmonic signal, lesser production of noise. And then we can just okay, just say it's okay at this greater depth here is okay. That's where we again is okay. We'll have no harmonics. Mean because okay, that was our graph. Okay, where we can say it's okay. This here is okay, increases is okay, you is okay indicates the depth. Where we can say it's okay. This axis here is okay, just gives us okay as the strengths of our harmonics, which we said okay in the beginning depth was not there because your harmonics had not yet developed. Or you can say, okay, we're not strong enough. Did that make sense? But once yes, okay, they start, yes, okay, bzz, it's all of a sudden, which is this depth here. Or we can say, okay, this range of depth. And then you can say, it's okay. It's just going to, yes, okay, slowly, it's okay, decrease. Did you girls get that?
Yes.
Yes. So, yeah, sorry, girls. I know this is a little bit like, okay, off topic. You girls are going to say, what the did we get ourselves into? But if you just remember, it's okay. We can say it's okay, just 50% of what I say. You should be good. Now, any questions yet? Any questions? No.
No.
Okay. Okay. Now, what we also said about, yes, okay, our harmonics. Is or was that they were distortion free. And what did we mean by distortion? Loss of energy. Here we can mean it's okay, loss of the energy. It's okay from the beam. Yeah. What this lost energy from the beam here is okay, would have led to. Which actually is like it was a distortion. Or could lead to as okay artifacts. Yeah. Now let's look at a beam. Let's look at a beam. This was a beam, right? Let's just say that okay, as we have an array transducer. Did that make sense? Now, what would we call as okay the loss of energy from this beam here? If this beam here is okay was going to lose energy, what did we call that loss of energy?
Distortion,
No.
attenuation,
Huh? No. Yes, ladies. That's a lie, right? if a beam loses energy or energy is okay, that's the main course of the beam. What do you call that?
Is it the lobes?
Yes. Now we says, okay, this for instance, okay, this was an array transducer, what kind of lobes would we get? If it was an array transducer, what kind of lobes would we get?
Grading lobe.
Grading lobes. Now, one thing that you need to remember about lobes is, well, okay, first of all, it's okay, they were going to be carrying very low amounts of energy. So mainly because, they carries, or they're made up of, as low amounts of energy, because they are not even close to, compared to the energy, along, we can say the main axis of the beam, which is, going to be, the maximum. So we can mean, that can be, two reasons why, these lobes here would not produce what we could call as, lobe artifacts if we use harmonics. First of all, yes, because in harmonics, well, yes, that is going to be as, a reduced likelihood of the beam losing energy. Or we can say it will be free from losing of energy. What you mean is, meaning that, as we most likely wouldn't have had lobes being produced. Is that clear? Because generally speaking, yes, harmonics was distortion free. But on the other hand, we can also say that even if there were some lobes produced, right? Okay. What was it that lobes was? It was, that's just those weak energies. Here is that escaped. So generally speaking, lobes are going to be low energy. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, it is.
Good. Okay. And that's where, where we mainly, we'll have to look at, as a characteristic of harmonics. Because, what harmonics mainly is, where we says, there's only going to be, high energies. That can produce harmonics. And, as because, P is, part of the harmonic image. So mainly because, your lobes mainly are low energy. They can't produce as, what we can call harmonics. Because harmonics are only produced by high energy.
I have a
Is that-
question. So harmonics is not going to have lows because they have high energy.
No. You can say that harmonics or you can say harmonic imaging is going to yes, okay, only be produced by yes, okay, the very strong signal or high energy signals. Is that clear?
Yes.
Right, okay. And you can say it's okay, since loops generally as okay are low energy. Why? Because we made it okay, said that when we talked about loops back then, there's made us okay, just this outer energy here. That actually is okay, is able to you can able yes, okay, may yes, okay, escape the beam and form what we call the loops. But generally, it's okay, compared to as okay, the overall, that's okay, energy of the beam. What becomes loops is mainly as okay, low energy. Here, where harmonics is only going to as okay, be produced by high energy. Did that make sense?
A little. It makes sense a little.
So let me see, it should be written somewhere. Right, okay. And you can say, okay, this high energy is okay, that's when okay, yes, really strength of your harmonics. Okay. Which we mean define here. Any questions? So either it is because of okay, yes, harmonics generates okay, be free from distortion. We mean it's okay that there will be no loss of energy. If we have no loops, and if we have no loops, then okay, there will be no artifacts of the loops. And or yes, okay, it can also be because generally speaking, yes, okay, it's only going to be yes, okay, high intensity signals, great amplitude signals, great power signals that will produce harmonics. Is that clear?
Yes.
Any questions? So mainly because, okay, even if there was loops produced, even if we had loops, there was going to, as okay, be lesser amounts of energy as okay, because that's okay, exiting the from the beam, which was not going to as okay be able to as okay produce anything on the image or harmonic image, because harmonic images mean as okay use strong intensity, power, or amplitude signals to produce the image.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So the harmonic image is not going to be affected by the side lobes because it's have high intensity.
No, because your harmonic images is going to be produced by high intensity signals. Lobes, even if they were produced, let's just say, even if they were produced, okay, they will not be able to as okay produce or as okay produce the artifact on the image if you use harmonic imaging. Because what is going to produce your harmonic image is going to as okay be high energy signals or reflections.
Okay.
Did that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so because your lobes mainly as okay are generally compared to as okay to the overall as okay intensity of signals in the beam, or as okay as a result of okay as low intensity. Because okay, if you look at that apodization thing, right? That was just generally clear, but generally speaking, as okay, that was actually as okay means by which okay your system tries to as okay minimize the production of loops. Of you can mean says okay, there's greater signal in the center that pulls onto the weaker towards the periphery, or pulls onto the weaker into the periphery. Okay, but that was for fundamental imaging. But what you say is okay, even if there, for instance, okay, was lobes produced, even if they would not produce the artifacts on the image because your harmonics only uses strong intensity signals to produce the image. Is that clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So goals, okay, yes. Take your lunch break. Okay. Take an extra, you can say it's okay, 10, 15 minutes to reread. That's okay, these couple of pages here that we have done so far. And when we come back, yes, okay, we will talk about it. Okay, just talk about them. Okay. Superficially. About yes, okay, two possible mechanisms by which yes, okay, the system ends up okay, yes, developing, yes, okay, you can say it's okay, your tissue harmonics. Okay, and I will briefly, yes, okay, talk a bit about, yes, okay, how is it that, okay, yes, it sends out a frequency of 3 megahertz by using, yes, okay, 6 megahertz to create the image, which becomes, yes, okay, your harmonic image. Okay, so, yes, okay, we talk a bit okay, about, yes, okay, what we call pulse inversion harmonics, and okay, yes, power modulation harmonics. So see you girls at, should I say, yes, okay, 10, no, sorry, 1:15. Okay, girls, welcome back. Okay, girlies, any questions so far?
No.
Okay. Now, next thing would be okay, we can say it's okay that there are two possible mechanisms of creating what we call tissue harmonics. Okay, so it's mainly it's okay, just a matter of okay, yes, which mechanism the system uses to yes, okay, say well, okay, this will be yes, okay, we can say it's okay, the sound waves that I will use to produce the tissue harmonic image. Now, one is what is called pulse inversion. Is that clear? Other one is going to be called power modulation harmonics. Okay. So these are as okay, two mechanisms. Either as okay, the system will use as okay, we can call it okay, pulse inversion mechanisms to create tissue harmonic images. Or yes, okay, the power modulation harmonics. Is that clear? Did you guys get that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what we can mainly say is okay when talk about which of these two systems here is okay, the most common, by which it's okay that most systems will use to just okay create your tissue harmonic images is going to be as okay, pulse inversion is the one that is most commonly used. Yep. Okay, girls. Now, as far as okay as these two mechanisms here are concerned, now you may find as okay, you can say as okay, explanation of it in yes, okay, in the textbook. Okay, let me just say is okay, yes, you don't have to go into the details of those explanation of those mechanisms. Is that clear?
Yes.
Right, okay. So as far as okay, the details is concerned, don't worry about it. Maybe that's okay. Just try to understand is okay, the few points that I am going to tell you, and that will be just okay, more than enough. Now, what we mainly can say is going to be as okay, common in both of these mechanisms here. Common. In both mechanisms here is that okay, yes, they send two pulses down each scan line. Okay. Is that clear? So in both mechanisms, whether it was pulse inversion harmonics or power modulation harmonics, what is going to just okay be common is that, yes, okay, at each scan line, whereas okay, in fundamental imaging, yes, okay, you mean yes, okay, just had one pulse per scan line. Here is going to be 2 pulses per scan line. Did that make sense? Is that clear, girls? Now, what is going to is okay, we can say it's okay, the difference between it's okay, whether you say it's okay, power modulation, it's okay, pulse inversion versus power modulation is that in this case, it's okay, because it's okay. All right, that's okay, that is okay. There are 2 pulses. Are maybe it's okay going to, as we see here, is okay, are inverted. Which we mainly can say is okay. If this, for instance, okay, was 1 pulse, then this would have been yes, okay, the other pulse. Clear? Now it may sound strange, but it's okay, or maybe it's okay that they're going to, yes, okay, be completely out of phase. Which will mean that, okay, yes, they will cancel out one another. But what is going to happen is that, okay, since we as okay are going to develop harmonics, one of these pulses is okay. One pulse is non-linear. Where you actually would say as okay, or actually as okay. All that's okay, they are sent out as inverted pulses, a complete opposite. But it's okay, mainly because one is non-linear. Its propagation speed and things like that is not going to be the same as okay the original pulse. So as okay, there are going to be as okay points where okay, as we can say as okay, that something is okay, or as okay, some energy from yes okay the non-linear pulse remains left behind even after the cancellation. And that is going to just okay form our harmonics. Is that clear? Okay, so just remember that okay, as for pulse inversion, that's okay. It was going to say it's okay. 2 pulses per scan line. Okay, but where we can say okay, 1 pulse is completely an inverted copy of the original pulse. Okay. Right, so what is going to be left after yes, okay, these interfere. That will produce the harmonic frequency. Whereas, okay, as in power modulation, what is it that we are left? What is it that we have? In this case, yes, okay. Is again, it's okay, going to be 2 pulses for each scan line. But what we mainly can say here is okay, that okay, it's 1 pulse is going to be strong. Whereas, okay, yes, the other pulse is going to be weak. As a matter of fact, this strong pulse here actually is going to have, okay, yes, twice the energy or power, if you want to put it that way, as that of the weak pulse. Is that clear? Yeah, yes, okay. These 2 here is okay, when then interfere. It is mainly as okay, just going to yes, okay, be what will be left. So when these 2 here is okay are subtracted from one another, it's mainly as okay, just going to be as okay, what will be left. Very much okay, yes, remaining of the strong pulse that will form the harmonics. Okay. Is that clear? Now, girls, as far as we see here is okay, that is going to be as okay, 2 pulses per scan line. Whether it was okay as your pulse inversion or whether it was okay the power modulation harmonics. What would that mainly mean? That will mainly as okay lead to the fact that there's going to be as okay there are more pulses per frame. Or we can actually say, okay, how many more? Double number of pulses per frame. And now you just go back to chapter 13, because what did we say? That our mainly is okay, just is okay, we can say it's okay, increase the T frame. And do yes, okay, that T frame, yes, okay, that will reduce the frame rate. And what that reduced frame rate will lead to is a poor temporal resolution. Did that make sense?
Yes.
Clear? So if you go, yes, okay, just remember this much, yes, okay, you should be good. So in both mechanisms, whether it was pulse inversion or power modulation harmonics, okay, what we had in common was they both, yes, okay, send 2 pulses down the each scan line, or pulse line, or scan line, or yes, okay, what you call it. Okay. Okay, now those as okay improve things such as okay, you can say the exit resolutions, things like that, lateral resolutions. especially as okay in the area of the harmonics. By yes, okay, because it uses as okay greater number of pulses, we directly doubled it in each case. That means yes, okay, mean that okay, the G frame will be increased. You can say double, which may mean that okay, as related to yes, okay, fundamental imaging, yes, okay, the frame rate will be halved. Where you actually can say yes, okay, that okay, as you will have okay as a likelihood of poor temporal resolution. So harmonics, okay, because it's okay, harmonics is probably not going to be as okay the best thing to use, especially as okay tissue harmonics. They're probably not going to be as okay be the best thing to use if we are checking on structures that are either as okay moving or changing their shape or position. Clear? Where okay, the difference between yes, okay, pulse inversion versus yes, okay, power modulation harmonics is that in pulse inversion is okay, is going to be as okay, 2 pulses sent down each scan line. That 1 pulse is made as okay, just the complete opposite copy of the other. Oh, yes, okay, where it's going to be as okay, the pulse that would be non-linear, whereas left off, okay, as that non-linear pulse. Once as okay, these two as okay, and copies as okay, cancel one another, that will produce what becomes the harmonics. Whereas okay, it's in power modulation, if you just look at the word, it's going to just okay be based upon as okay the power, intensity or amplitude, whichever you want to put it. Clear? Okay. Where again is okay, 2 pulses down the scan line. 1 strong, 1 weak. And okay, that's what some of the weak is going to do is okay, take off some of this, yes, okay, strong waves intensity. And produce that's okay, what will be left will be actually it's okay, become your harmonics. So that's okay, in power modulation, it was made as okay, just different powers of the pulses. Where 1 was strong, 1 was weak, but how strong was the strong? It was actually just okay, having a power twice that of the weak pulse. Did you ladies get that?
Yes,
Okay, so both of these mechanisms here is okay, mainly because they use 2 pulses per scan line. It's okay, have a poor temporal resolution. Now, some of you may be yes, okay, still scratching your heads and say, but Mike, how come? How come, for instance, yes, okay, is it that okay, as we can say, it's okay, that the frequency is that will make yes, okay, your harmonic image is going to yes, okay, be twice. Now let us go back yes, okay, to our example that we started with just okay in the beginning of today. For instance, okay, we said we had a transducer. Right? Okay. We said, for instance, okay, this transducer had okay as you can say it's okay, had okay as a frequency of 2 megahertz. The main frequency. Was 2 megahertz. Clear? So the sound wave that it produces, or you can look at the main frequency is going to be of 2 megahertz. That means it's okay, just we can say it's okay, travel through the tissues. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
But this was okay, yes, this was your main frequency. What it actually is okay will be doing when it is okay, we can see it this way. Okay, and this was okay as our fundamental frequency. Now, what's actually is going to happen is that it will okay send back an array of different frequencies to the system. And not to make it just okay too much bananas, but we can just say okay, let's just assume that okay, yes, these were the different frequencies that were sent back. Okay, this one here because it's okay will still be as okay 2 megahertz. We can see it's okay. This one here 4 megahertz. This one here 6 megahertz. And we can say it's okay. Let's just say that okay, this one lost this 8 megahertz. That would actually is okay be the frequencies that the sound of the sound wave that okay is returned back. So the UBS okay your reflected frequencies. And now mainly as okay, since we as okay have the harmonics function on. If we had the harmonics function on. What the system mainly will say, well, okay, 2 megahertz. Well, okay, that was okay, the same frequency as the fundamental frequency. So remaining is okay, discard the frequencies produced by the 2 megahertz wave. So for the 6, the system remains as okay, just discard this. And this one here as well. So what we as okay, what remains as okay, will have left will be as okay 4 megahertz. And this 4 megahertz frequency is okay. That's going to be as okay your harmonic frequency. That way is okay produce your harmonic image. Okay. And don't say, Mike, okay, then what about it's okay if there was okay as a, let's say it's okay 1 megahertz. Well, okay, that's going to be discarded too. What about, for instance, things such as okay, even if they would say okay, there was a 3 megahertz, a 5 megahertz, a 7 megahertz, a 9 megahertz, a 10 megahertz, a 12 megahertz, whatever, they are all going to okay be disregarded by the system because they will say, well, I'm only going to be using this frequency to create the harmonic image.
Is that because it's 2 times the fundamental?
Exactly. That's why. So if your fundamental frequency was not 2 megahertz, but let's say 3, then you're going to discard this and use this. Did that make sense? Was your fundamental frequency 4 megahertz? Well, okay, yes. You would even had discarded this, but use the 8 megahertz. Okay, was it 5 megahertz, for instance? Well, okay, all these frequencies, and then okay, it'll probably have been okay as a 10 megahertz. You could then say, okay, then there will be 10, 11, 20. Okay, probably as okay, more frequencies, okay, as which will be greater than 10 or greater than, okay, as what will become the fundamental as okay, harmonic frequency. Okay. But the system, yes, okay, will receive, yes, okay, frequencies and yes, okay, a greater range. But we only, yes, okay, use the frequency, which was twice your fundamental frequency to create the harmonic image. Capiche? Or no capiche?
Capiche.
Tiffany is here. Good. Let's see. Okay, girls. Now, that was all that I could offer for today. Okay, so we can say it's okay, the last portion of okay, it's chapter 17. We will do that tomorrow. Contrast, agents, and okay, as contrast harmonics. Okay, so please make sure that you are on top of your non-linear behavior. Okay. Did that make sense? Okay, girls. Does anybody have any questions?
No.
Not at the moment or no?
No, in the moment.
And I guess I see you ladies tomorrow.
Thank you.
You're welcome, my dear.
Thank you.
Sure, welcome, dear.